If I'm allowed to freely speak
Of course you are.
just for a moment
Go ahead.
here, honestly, ADA's ADA's better.
I
ADA's
mean,
better.
is the only reason you're saying that is because you've seen too many SVSs? Oh, I forgot to set the colors.
And I play allies, so every reason to suspect bias in that comment. However, let's take a look at this game and then reevaluate.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I just want to
just-
point out to everyone in chat right now. Listen to how much Frank's voice brightens up when an AVA is here compared to an SVS previously.
It's just better. It's just better. Instead of rhinos and dogs, you got prison tanks, dogs, and paradox and IVs, and the threat tech, mirage tanks, prison tanks, spies, cutting gears, so on. Right? Planes. There's the France. Right? France is a thing. It's just a far more. I think this should be the default way people play the game.
AVA, yeah.
Or maybe Ivor's onto something with switching it up. Maybe like default should be like you do a little bit of this matchup, you do a little bit of that matchup.
Yeah, I think
from a spectator's point of view, I think the allies are objectively more interesting to watch.
Yeah, I agree on that point. And in an SVS, it can be interesting, but you're seeing two units most of the time. For an AVA, it's a lot more of an interesting game, a lot more for the viewers to go for and watch. A lot harder to cast because there's a lot more going on the field, but it's definitely a lot more interesting and something we really don't see much or often. But immediately double war opening here from Ed. Wait, what do you call this? Do you call this a Chinese opening? Double war opening?
I would call it the Chinese opening, but this Air Force command doesn't make sense to me. And with the power plant, the Ori refinery location. You got to establish your eco. He's going to hit 0 here. So already inefficiency here already. That's twice now that he's hit 0.
Mm-hmm.
3 times.
I was expecting actually a France sort of team here. He did go France on Arabian quite a few times.
So I am keeping count here, just to let you know. He hit 0 4 times so far. 5 times. 6 times.
He got it.
This is why he should not play allies. I guess when he doesn't have to, because this is. I mean, you just don't do this build. And Tim, what is this? He's going GIs.
Oh, usually they'll be plain IVs, but GIs will work too. I guess it's gonna rinse through as IVs. There, Paradox coming from Ed to defend. Yeah, let's have a couple of Grizzlies as well. Need to be careful not to be caught up with those GIs, but the aggression from Tim here. Oh my god, Ed, after hitting 0, what is it, 5 times? Not looking good for him.
Yeah. And behind this, Tim is rich. He has 2 wars himself. Going to be able to pump Rocketeers easily. The war factor goes down, AFC goes down. And Edgar, I mean, he was making that up as he went.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he clearly he's been undefeated on Arabian Oasis as Soviets and decides to change it up.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, that's definitely a first game to a sim right there. Sandstorm, a pure ally player saying, worst build I've ever seen.
Ed just kind of tied his shoes together and tried to run.
True. That's 1-0. I'm excited. So far, Tim playing pure allied against the rest of the guys. He's been getting 3-0'd. He's been getting 3-0'd, so.
Well, he's playing the inferior faction against the best players in the game. What do you expect?
Mm-hmm. He has balls though to go allied up against him.
Oh yeah, I mean he's the champion. He's the one running allies. He's the champion.
Yeah.
All right. So Korea, I'm skeptical of the choice here. When you're Korea on maps where Soviets start with the power drop, it's frustrating because it's just you need Rocketeers to counter their power drop more than you need planes to methodically whittle down the Soviets over time. And yeah, everything and the kitchen sink is coming towards Tim's base. Black Eagles are not going to be the solution here. What is I don't know. I don't know. But
Free units from the power drop, maybe?
Ed is gonna go drone into Rhinos. He's gonna try to drone the first Grizzly tank, and he's gonna be sending the Rhinos in combination with the power drop and all these conscripts straight towards Timbit's base, and his MCV and War Factory are in different locations, so he's spread thin as well. This is so hard to hold, guys. Even Tibbs GIs and these Grizzly tanks are going to be cut off. Pillbox does pay for itself, gets the kill, but look at all these conscripts.
Oh, nah, he's not gonna get through that at all. The drone didn't get into the Grizzlies though, but the Quannies are making a lot of chip damage on it. The Rhinos will just finish it up. And the game's over. Alright, let's go. Sorry, go ahead.
He still has his power plant though. This is not over. But he can hold this. This is holdable now. He needs to evacuate this miner from this location. Okay. Barracks is back up. It's being farmed. Okay, never mind. He's far away from an Air Force command, but I think Ed needs to consider this mission accomplished and needs to think of how to transition into the middle game with an advantage as opposed to continuously slamming his head into a brick wall here.
Wait, what? Who do you think you're casting here? It's Ed. He wants blood.
He's coming. He's like one of those Tibetan monks that like trained in the mountains. He's like slamming his head like into a wall until it doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah. He's gonna keep pushing and like nothing else.
He should continue pressing, but he shouldn't commit.
Yeah, and take trades that won't be unfavorable to him, right? Good split though down the bottom here against that miner. But he's definitely keeping out the pressure here. So 3 miners fall.
Honestly, this demonstrates exactly the problem with playing Korea, because he's been under so much pressure, and now his Air Force command's finally up, and he's getting minimal value from it because he's not getting that free reinforcement, and he doesn't have any money for Rocketeers and planes, so he's going to have 1 plane.
Yeah, and I mean, imagine if we had a double power drop here. How effective would it be?
Yeah.
We'll just get squished.
Reinforcements. Ed is heavily out tanked, but oh my god, he bunkered up. I think this is an overcommitment from Ed, but he's going to try to prove me wrong here. Nice tank control from him. And yeah, just a complete overcommitment there. Probably should have just stayed bunkered up.
Yeah, he ungarrisoning that building that was full. He could have probably baited him to move forward towards that building.
I mean, he's winning the tank fight though. This conscript having just free reign over the Allied forces, and the plane is absolutely useless.
He dodged that as well. Tim? Anything from the War Factory, Tim? War Factory's closed. Sorry, guys. There you go.
And trying to hold on, stay alive here. He's very much so.
Oh. He has 2 wars on the back of this. Miners are long distance, so he's not marking the miners back in home. But Tim is holding on here as much as he can.
I think he's more than holding. I think he's winning. Ed's economy is horrible right now. He's got 2 very long distance mining and 2 inefficient mining on a patch that's about to run out, and he's not near another patch. It's complete commitment to his attacks. He's on 3.
I have a hunch that he's gonna sell here, Ed.
He's a little bit more efficient on this new patch, but still not efficient. He's got money though. I don't know how, but he's got money.
Oh, these Eagles. I mean, now the Eagles are good and making their money's worth, but the lab coming down. Does he have the eco for Mirages right now?
No, he's a little early for that. I think we should be more concerned about just holding this attack right now.
Oh dear. Tim's gonna go, bro. go broke pretty soon here. AFC is gonna go down with the Eagles. There's a GG. Yeah, Tim casually made a miner out of the War Factory. Yikes. Oh no.
This map, MJ, I think there is a spell that for whatever reason, everyone is convinced that France owns this map. And I am not.
Clearly, it's been.
I'm not convinced. But I'd like to see a Soviet do what I believe is the current recipe for them on this map versus France, and see an Allied win against that. But I don't know. And I honestly think Ed has a high likelihood of opening up that way, but I don't know if he's going to close that way, because it's kind of a mix between hyper-aggression and methodical play. The recipe is pretty specific, I think, for the Sovs, but if they do it, the Allies have some pretty hard questions to answer. You should open up with 2 war factories right away. You got 3 oils and a gem pack, okay? And then you just pressure everywhere, force as many pillboxes as you can. If you go from one oil to the next, to the airport, then you back up, then you come back in later on, make a mine or whatever, and then you force grand cannons at one side, the other side, and the other side. This slows down the timing of the grand cannon walk so much.
So you're basically just trying to delay that cannon walk as much as you can and just keep out the pressure so he doesn't have time to sort of build anything at all. What is this? Oh my god, Ed! He just NG'd Flak Tim's oil.
Oh, no.
That was unexpected.
This tells me he doesn't know what the solution is because he's NGing France because he thinks it's lame.
Oh, Tim got it back though. But will this Connie Rush pay for itself with the Rhinos? I think it absolutely will. Look at the power next.
Or you just NG and win instantly. That also is a viable strat.
There you go. Yikes. That's 2-1 now.
There's a recipe. There's a recipe, MJ. You just gotta know what to do. And I could be wrong. I mean, maybe the France player, but I'm not sure what the France player needs to do to adapt to that approach from the Sovs.
Player defeated.
Okay, Marco. Yeah, sure. Marco and Miko will play after this because Luke is not replying. Okay, depth charge, AVA. Hey.
Awesome. I love that this map still played. It's great.
I remember who was it? Was it someone was complaining here? Because Tim, I think it was Tim playing against Mikos. Mikos was convinced that this map wasn't in the map pool. And he didn't want to play this map against Tim because Tim went all allied. And obviously he has only 1 veto in the best of 5. So he was like, if you're gonna veto this, I'm gonna go Alaskan Oilspill, dude. Tim was like, you're not gonna win this anyway. I'm gonna have my map back here and you're gonna play on my maps. So that's a bit of a funny thing there, but both players are gonna go for AFC first. No Navy odds just yet.
I'm really surprised by the early AFC.
And you can understand why, right? They wanna deny that NG in the middle, but if both of them are going AFC, then it sort of cancels each other out.
But are you gonna deny the middle though?
I don't.
Better, because if you don't, you lose. Because then they're gonna have all 6 whales. Clearly, these guys know something I don't, because they're both doing this. It's a naval map. No one's building naval yards. Okay, all right. Whatever you say, guys. Whatever you say.
And Allied superiority in the air. Oh, but Tim has so many rocketeers here.
He needs this oil so bad, but his war factory is under attack.
He sold this Patriot missile? Ed? What? What? He's gonna go for the trade down top right as well. But engineer goes into it to repair it. Ed lost this.
Player defeated.
What? Oh my god.
I don't know what these guys smoked before the series, but I don't know what just happened there.
Oh my god, I'm still compressing.
So do you have one veto in your pocket?
Yeah, for the best of 5, you have 1 veto.
I'm surprised Ed didn't use it there. I wouldn't want to play Tim on that map.
No, then he'll have to play Tim on Alaskan oil spill. That's the next thing. If not, then he'll have to play an Arctic Circle. If not, South Pacific. You know.
Maybe Korea can work. Maybe. I mean, it's a small map. It's if you can get those planes up and start whittling away, get like 6 planes, start sniping miners and stuff. It could work.
Player defeated.
Yeah, but I mean, the Soviet rush is something not to be like under what the fuck what's the word I'm looking for? Underestimated. Yeah.
Yeah. And these days, I guess it's the conscript rush really that you're afraid of more than anything.
I mean, that power drop would come in handy with so many choke points and ramps available for America. But I don't know, man. Tim, one of the best allied players in the world. So he definitely knows something, like you said. So we're gonna see here what he has in mind. Already Connie coming out here for Ed. It does get scouted.
This is horrible to play against. Horrible.
What? I mean, you get pillboxes up? Like, what do you do against this?
You have to make dog. I think you have to make dogs. You have to use your grizzly tanks as fodder. Sacrifice one if you have to, and make the dogs kill the conscripts. It's really the only way. Because GIs are definitely not the answer.
Oh, here it comes. Pillbox. No dogs out just yet. There's a lot of Connies.
Yeah, and Ed's yep, he's just going to go straight to these miners. They're quite susceptible. You can't really put too many forward pillboxes. And it all comes down to whether or not these dogs can kill the conscripts.
That's a good number of dogs there.
Oh my dear sweet baby lord.
Oh! What? So, Eagles.
And the air is here.
Tim might just be a genius or a fucking madman for doing this. Let's see here. That's gonna go to his bottom right, gonna hit the minus. Dogs are there. Tim, what are you doing?
Amateur's been done. That's all I did. But he was, I don't know what he was doing there. Oh, Black Eagles missed. Yeah. Hashtag why Armageddon was made this game right here, boys.
Oh my god.
There's just nothing you can do against these conscripts, and Black Eagles are useless. Easy.
Oh, and on the match point as well. GG.
I mean, he probably should not have lost that miner there, right?
Yeah. He was very, very late to reply.
Lost that miner. Would not have mattered after he lost that miner.
Yikes. That's 3-2 to Ed.